We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New Orleans Saints and the Washington football team. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? Here's Dante Pettis on the return. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Pettis on the return. Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL,
the nigga's a nobody, so I changed the nigga name.
Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And Ingram holds it in. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. His throw incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints 37. 13 yards there on a Washington 1st. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Saints 32-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. A handoff as they run the counter play. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 5.
And to give this time to the tailback. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35.
Jabal.
It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
Chris Boswell on for the field goal.
And he put enough leg into it, but it's well off to the right and no good. And this will remain a scoreless game.
It looked good when it left his foot, but he kind of sliced it a little bit, and he winds up missing it wide right.
Good field position to start the drive after the missed field goal. Here's 1st down from the 42. Throwing is Rodgers. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. He's just got to be thinking, I hope that's not a harbinger of things to come. Very first pass of the afternoon picked.
And where do you go from here? Because when you start that way, do you allow that to seep into you and stay with you the rest of the game? Or do you find a way out of it? We're going to find out.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Here's 2nd and 8. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And Washington has taken a first-quarter lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts. All right, because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Chris Boswell set to kick off.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
5-yard line. The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
1st down, Saints.
They'll run with the NC State man. It's Jalen Samuels. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
39-yard line.
From the 39, Rodgers. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago. And another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he is going to have a Saints 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert.
1st down.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. T. Higgins was the intended target. And it's 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Throwing again. Rodgers. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
2 yards. 1st down, New Orleans.
Rodgers to throw once more. That went into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. And it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
10-10 at their own 20-yard line.
You out here talking about fucking mask off.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And you know, certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
2nd and 11. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point. His first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
On the carry.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a game, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
2nd and 6.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Rodgers. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 22 yards there, a first down.
And the Saints first down.
Shotgun handoff to Samuels. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Here's Rodgers to throw. Setting up the screen, this is Samuels. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Jalen Samuels, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Graham Gano on for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
The game at 7. Graham Gano set to...
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown. So 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
He was brought down.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll set up to throw. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And, yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes this Washington 14. Saints 7.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Chris Jones in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Saints.
This is Samuels. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs. Keep the clock running. If they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the 1st half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the 2nd half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Cole Kmet, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Midfield, here's Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the safety, Jaquiski Tartt.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
41-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it, and this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
They'll run on first down. It's Carson, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more.
Brought down right at the
No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up.
And it brings up 3rd down.
An extra man in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Flush to his right. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember,
and for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. So his struggle is just continuing here in the first half, throwing the football. Charles, now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know, they've always said, I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Flushed out right. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. It's 36.
1st down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. He'll run it. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Rodgers. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there at 22. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. 2nd down and goal. Rodgers. This will be caught just inside the 10. Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. The ball mere inches from the white line on 3rd and goal. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Darnay picked off down near the 5. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
They'll take
out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. Let's go. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made. And that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that. And they force another incompletion.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, New Orleans.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again, Rodgers. Flush to his right. Incomplete. But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And it is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And this defense will take over right at midfield. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. they got it done, they're the ones that are jubilant.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards, and that'll make it second and a foot or so.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Now a handoff looking right. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
And he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's second and 9.
Brings up second and 9 at the 15-yard line.
They'll let the QB keep it here off the option. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18.
Taken down.
They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And Boswell's kick is good. And they'll move up by 10 now, 17-7. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you see a lot of guys sag, and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
25-yard line. The Saints take over first and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards. Now it's third and 5. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the gun, Rodgers. Buying time to his left. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6.
At the 29-yard line.
They'll set up a throw. Finds his tight end Ingram. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you stop the clock, and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners, keep moving it, keep grinding clock.
McMillan on the tackle.
2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on third down to keep the drive going. Now they try the right side here. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, then no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And it's incomplete.
Rodgers on the keeper.
In the third quarter here in D.C., a 2nd and 10 upcoming.
That's a 25-yard line.
Throwing again. Rodgers over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for the connection with Devin Funchess. And it's third down.
It's third down. And 10.
Operating from the gun. Rodgers. This pass complete to Higgins. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. It'll be a gain of 8, but it also lead to a 4th down. Back now at FedEx Field. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the fourth quarter of play. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Rodgers got to have this one. He'll buy some time right. And that is incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And Washington will take control of the football in great field position.
On down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And to give this time to the tailback. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there. And I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory. And as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't. Because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it. Because once everyone's emotions come down, hard to start them up again. So I think you may want to keep them cranking high right here.
And 6.
They got to get to the 23 here on third. They'll drop the throw. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down.
Well, on for the field goal. A 47-yard attempt.
And this one is right down the middle. And that will swell the lead to 16. So they settle for just the 3. But clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt. Obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off. But it's still 8 up time. Got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. See if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. Looking to throw again on second down. Rodgers, he's going to go deep for Funchess. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. The Saints on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down. Cameron Jordan in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
3 and out.
Indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Torrey McTyer. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
The tackle made.
So now they operate back from their side of the field here, 2nd and long. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And 15.
Washington on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Rasul Douglas picks it. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game. And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. To throw again on second down. Rodgers. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, Rodgers out of his hands quickly to Higgins. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. A big play there on the catch and run. 65 yards.
First down.
Flushed out right. That is caught at the 7. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. And again, it's Rodgers. The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. Rodgers going to try and run. And the pressure gets there. He'll go down. It's a sack. And it is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. Cameron Jordan in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. 3rd and goal. And keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. Now Rodgers on the bootleg. They'll roll him out right. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Well, they knew a lot of steps had to happen here. They got step one, the touchdown. You need a two-point conversion here, don't you?
You do, and as you continue to look ahead, if they're able to get that, somehow get the ball back and get another score, they have to go for two again. That's why teams are practicing multiple two-point plays.
We saw that in Super Bowl 51 with the Patriots getting a pair of big two-point conversions. And he'll get into the end zone as the two-point conversion is successful. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep and no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he stopped immediately there. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And you have to wonder, Charles, in a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here.
The ball.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
On first down, they run with Howard. And some room to work. The 30, the 20. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Chris Boswell set to kick off.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive or no? And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the linebacker, Manti Te'o. With that interception, he just set a record that nobody ever wants to set, and that's the most picks ever in an NFL game. 8.
The last time we saw 7, 2001, right?
Yeah.
Ty Detmer. He's with the Lions at that time. To get to 8, are we sure he knows what color jerseys his team's wearing in this one?
I don't know. It has not been good. A boost here to start the drive after the penalty. It's 1st and 5. Now a handoff looking right. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It's a pickup of 13, and with that 13 yards, this ball game just about over. Right back to him on 1st down. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
So a victory here for the Washington football team. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.